Jim.
Hey Sarah, how are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm good. What kind
So,
of question do you have for me today?
oh, you know me, I'm always full of questions. But today I want to talk about our new Travel Protection Plus program. So we just relaunched it February 1st. Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, and this is really exciting for me because I feel like with COVID, a lot of decisions had to be made, right? A lot of companies eliminated their trip protection, a lot of companies revised their trip protection, and a lot of companies made it even more confusing around their trip protection. And so our goal was to really look at it and make it as beneficial for the customer as possible, not walk away from it, and actually double down on the idea of cancel for any reason, which we had during the entire pandemic. And make it a more robust program for us as a business that helped us. I don't want to say mitigate risk, but it allowed us to sort of harness a lot of the risk that comes with having a TPP program, right? A travel protection plan program. So what we did was prior to all this, we had a 50-50 version, which meant you can pay a certain price and 50% was a cashback and 50% was a future travel credit should you have to cancel. That was such a minimal part of our sales, we ultimately decided to remove that level. And now we have a future travel credit program and we have a cashback program. In doing the most recent changes, which you mentioned just launched in February, we also responded to the CDC announcement of needing to test 72 hours prior to arrival back into the United States. So the trip delay portion of the program was a $500 benefit should you have to utilize it. We were afraid that that wasn't going to be enough should someone test positive and need to remain in Mexico, Caribbean, wherever they were traveling. And so we increased that portion to $3,000 protection on that line item. And what we did was anyone that had booked it prior to 2/1, but was traveling after 2/1 would still have that benefit. ALG covered that additional cost. So even still to this day, depending on when you're watching this, if you booked it prior to February 1st, but you have customers traveling after February 1st, don't worry, the cost is not increasing, it's still the same, but their coverage for trip delay is at $3,000, not the $500. The other thing we did was we did make it a little bit more affordable for people to add insurance, because I think one thing we can all agree on is that finally, selling insurance is a little bit easier, right? Because everyone now realizes why you have insurance. For many, many years, we always say, you don't buy insurance to cancel, you buy insurance for all the unknown, right? For the unpredictable. And now people finally realize, and we're even seeing that in our numbers, we're selling 20% more insurance on our packages than we had prior to the pandemic. So we wanted to make it affordable. So the future travel credit version of the insurance has now been reduced by about 15%. But I'm not going to lie, the cashback insurance has increased by about 15%. Insurance is all about risk, right? You got to hedge a lot of the risk and you got to cover a lot of the benefits because people are canceling and are expecting money back, and there are penalties that need to be covered. And so it is a little bit of a give and take. So the cashback has increased 15%. I still find it affordable and important if that's what your client wants. But knowing that they've come to you to book a trip, do not hesitate to offer that future travel credit insurance. It is now 15% less than it was prior. It's incredibly affordable. And it allows you to keep the booking essentially on within your agency, because it's going to give them a future travel credit that they can use for a future trip. We've also increased the commission protection. So on the future travel credit, as long as it's paid in full, you will receive and they cancel, you would receive a $200 commission protection, whereas with the cashback, you would receive a $100 commission protection. So there is added benefit to you as well to be selling the future travel credit. We did also just launch a during travel insurance only, which covers everything the normal policies would cover. There's just no pre-travel benefits, and that's at a very low cost as well. So keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. We're protecting the client, we're protecting the agent, and we're getting more business on the books.
Exactly. More and more people are taking it. So don't be afraid to offer it. I feel like in the past, a lot of times some advisors were afraid to offer it or were nervous because it would increase the price. And trust me, far more people are taking it today. Offer it.
Absolutely. And for agents who don't know, on our anchor pages at the bottom of the page, we do have a waiver form. So if your clients accept or deny our Travel Protection Plus, you can have a waiver signed that will also protect your business.
Great idea. That's a great tip. I forgot about that.
All right. Thanks so much, Jim.
Yeah, no problem. Have a great day, guys.